Hey everybody, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and welcome you, your guides, my guides, and everybody along with us today. Absolutely thrilled to have you here. Now, a question from one of my gorgeous viewers, when will the collective move to calmer waters? Now, I do have to laugh, being a long time Trekkie, love Star Trek, love all the Star Treks. The collective reminds me of the Borg, but in some ways we are all joined as the Borg. We're joined in the one energy, so, but for good and higher vibration. So the question I'm going to have a look at today, I'm going to use my Lightseers Tarot, which is my family and friends cards, and then I'll have a look with my intuitive cards. Oh, on a side note, I've started playing around with creating my own tarot deck. Let's see if it comes to fruition or not. And I may even have my intuitive cards as well published as well. So we'll see how we go with that. Let me know if you might be interested. Who knows, I might print off a dozen and see how they go. Okay, however, that's on a different subject whatsoever. What I'm going to have a look at is when will the collective move to calmer waters? Okay, when will the collective... Now, I did note down 24, 25, 26, as in 20, 24, 25, 26. I am getting the sensation that it is going to take 2 more presidential cycles. So there will be the 24 election where I see the Democrats getting back in, whoever that may be at the time. I'll have a look closer to the event. And I actually see the Democrats getting back in the next cycle. So that's the 28th cycle. So it may not be till 2028. The GOP are literally going to tear themselves apart before the 24 cycle. They're going to try and rebuild themselves by the 28 cycle, but they won't be quite, the boys are telling me is they won't be quite there yet. And what will happen is that, okay, thank you. Oh, oh, you have to laugh when they dump on me, because then I've got to try and, because it's literally, and so I've got to try and A, work out what they've dumped, and then B, how to articulate it. So by the time we get to the 28th cycle, the Republican Party will be... Okay, thank you. Okay, so what they're showing me is that the GOP are going to diverge paths. There's the Trumpism path and there's the more moderate Republican path. So I might actually... Trump's not going to start his own party, but the Trumpism may start their own party. There is going to be a divergence, and it is a very definite split. But what happens is I'm seeing the Trumpism party... the path just withers. But it's going to take... the moderate party, it's going to be past 28 before the GOP, the Republican Party, managed to actually beyond the 28 cycle, before the Republican Party can put up a candidate that will be considered seriously. Okay, whew, sorry. Oh, that was a bit of a quokka moment. To me, when will the collective move to calmer waters? I don't know. I think we're pretty calm at the moment. It's about raising your vibration, being above it all, observing but not being involved. Who did it? Oh, okay. Now, if you go to Nancy Jean's garden and go to her live, it annoys me how YouTube now have videos in live, so it doesn't have all the videos under home. If you want to have a look at the live videos, you have to go to live. There was a video with Nancy Jean and Danny Shea, a live video, and it was about raising the vibration. And what they did see, and by crikey, boy did I see it too at the time, is that the collective's vibration is going to rise, but those that are at this level, they're not going to move. So there is actually again going to be a divergence of paths, in that those that are of a higher vibration and accepting of spirituality, in contact with your guides, open, progressive, moving forward, drawing on universal source energy, etc., are going to rise up, and the others are just going to be left behind. So again, it's a diverging of paths. What we have to do is we have to leave that our path open, so that those that have split off and taken the low road can come, when they come to a realization and go, oh, hang on, you guys over there, they have the ability to come back and then take the high road. So no closing off to them. And what we need to do is actually lead by example, so that them that have taken the low road go, oh, I want what they're having. They seem to be in a good place. And then being mentor-ish. Now, I'm not saying take yourself down to their level to try and bring them back, but it is a lead by example, and leaving the path open so that they can follow. Oh, did that? Thanks, guys. Okay. Oh, okay. No idea what I just said. I'll have to go back and watch it myself. Okay, let's have a look. When will the collective move to calmer waters? I'll just do a Celtic, and then I'll use the intuitive for the whole story. When will the collective move to calmer waters? I'm looking at after 28, that they will rejoin. Yep, thank you. Got a big tick for that, just like a Nike tick. It'll be after 28 that politically they rejoin. Okay, not just politically. It'll be after 28 when those that have taken the low road realise that there is this high path. Oh, love it. The collective. Growing the roots, planting the seed. This is new opportunities. This is growth. This is new growth. So this is where we as the collective are right now. This is the signifier. They are tiny, tiny, tiny little shoots. But look at the length of those roots going down. Those shoots will bring fruition. We need to nurture it. We need to take the high ground. We need to observe but not lower ourselves to their level. We need to stay in the truth. We need to show by example, stay in the love, stay in the possibility, lead by example. Don't lower our vibrations to engage on the level that they are at. It's about drawing them up to the level that we are at. And we have to nurture that. We are at the moment just budding out these shoots. Okay. Challenged by, again, another pentacle. Same energy, but it is a crossroads moment. And this is the, bright light here. This is the divergence path of the high road, low road. See the different colours in the pentacles? The red is fear, hate, but hate is based in fear. We have to understand that these people who take the low road are fearful because they do not understand the possibilities. And the high road here is the light. So this is the challenge. This is the divergence of paths. This is the choice we have to make. And we need to stay in this light, high energy. I don't think I've particularly taken much notice of this. The low path there it's got a clasp on it, and it looks like it's a wallet. being containing of, okay, thank you. They're telling me it's containing commercialism. It is containing the love of money, the desire for money, whereas the higher path is about the spirituality and source. Okay, thank you. Right. Whew, got that. Right, the foundation. Going back to simpler times. And that's what we need to do. Things have gotten so chaotic that it is about going back to love, to loyal, to unconditional love of simpler times. Okay, thank you. In the past, wish fulfillment, but joy. This is our joy at finding, of having found this community. This is this joy. We are rejecting the chest of gold down the bottom as we reach for the heavens, or however you like to put it. It is emotional joy. And this is where we as a community are, being aware of this crossroads. The potential future, again, similar to a crossroads card, in that this woman looking in the mirror, she is bound by anxiety, bound by mental health, bound by the messaging brought by these crows, bound by false truths. But she's looking in the mirror. So this is self-induced. Okay, thank you. Thank you. They're telling me this is self-induced mental anxiety, self-induced restrictions, of a need to realize that it is self-induced and break the bonds. Thank you. They're telling me that that is this energy, this lower path energy. It is the self brought upon restriction and bonds that will need to be discarded because they don't exist in reality. Thank you, guys. Okay. Immediate future, King of Swords. Staying above the fray, staying in the truth, staying with wisdom, staying with compassion, and staying solid. And this is very much stay above the fray. Observe, look out over it. This is the high path. Observe it, look out over it, and lead by example. Thank you. Externally, what have we got? Knight of Wands. Share the message, share the passion, share the excitement of this path that we are treading on. Share it, put it out there, embrace all. Thank you. Internally, we are at this new start, this crossroads. We need to go forward in hope and faith and courage and shine our light, knowing that the universe will catch us. Internally, this is what we need to do. We need to lead by example. We need to lead with wisdom and intellect and fact. And we need to trust that the universe will catch us, but we need to shine our light courageously. We need to put it out there. Okay, hopes and fears. Fear of rejection. Yes. However, all one has to do is pick up that key and undo the lock and enter in. So the key is there. The lock is there. The despair, again, is self-inflicted. So what we have to do, the hope, is that we can guide people to pick up that key and open the lock and open the door to this brightness. But we also have to do it as well. We need to not be fearful of rejection. We need to put it out there in trust that those that are ready to receive our message will receive it. We need to lead by example. We need to be the shining light. And yes, there will be some that will scoff. We need to put up our protection. Thank you, guys. We need to put up our protection. And sometimes the only example that we can give is by being in love and positivity, and not engaging in anything that is hurtful and dark, but also by drawing on source energy and pouring it into others, pouring it into those that need it when we come in contact with them. In other words, not engaging verbally with them, engaging spiritually with them, protecting yourself and pouring it out. Don't let them take it. Okay, thank you. The outcome, moving on. Moving on to this bright new horizon, walking away from what is not serving us, walking away from the emotional drownings towards this new horizon. Emotional serenity in wisdom, the wisdom of emotional serenity. Oh, love this as well. This is just basking in the glory of what is Mother Earth. Basking in security, confidence, and being with your guides, thank you, being with your guides, confidence, security. This, just visually, this energy is so beautiful. And there's our new emotional beginning, our new emotional start. At the base, we've got a need to set up some boundaries with our strength, bringing forward our inner compassion. So protect yourself, bring forward your strength, your inner compassion. Being confident in yourself, being confident in the message, knowing who you are. Literally knowing who you are and taking time to be with your guides and centering yourself and grounding yourself and remaining in your circle of support. You will reap, actions will lead to consequences, and we have this beautiful sun energy. This is the higher vibration that we are on this path to. Okay, that was a really nice. Thank you, guys. So, we are at this path divergence. Oh boy, okay, deep breath. Right. Finding, I forget to breathe when I do these readings. They are so fabulous. Right, we'll have a little bit of a story going on with so the future is fabulous. The future is fabulous. Let us have a little bit of a story going forward. Oh, chills up and down my legs. Thank you, guys. A little bit of a story going forward with my intuitive cards. It's a deck of 8. I counted it, 84 cards here. Oh dear. But I think Meister hasn't told me to draw up any new ones for a while, so I think we have enough at this stage. 84? 89. Perhaps I need one more to make it around 90. Anyhow. Oh, that's interesting. 89. If you add 8 and 9 together, it gives you 17. 1 and 7 together gives you 8, which is the eternal number. So I think 89 is the perfect number of cards. Okay. Tossing them out occasionally. The collective moving to calmer waters. Tell me the story. Tell me the energies we need. The story. The story of the collective moving to calmer waters. Collective moving to calmer waters. Thank you. Righty-ho. See where it leads us. Okay, it's not going to happen quickly. It's going to be a slow and steady progress forward. On an international level, it's happening everywhere. As the message is brought forward, and this is my uncomfortable message, this is my don't shoot the messenger card, because it's the court jester. It is about bringing the message forward that will be uncomfortable for some to hear. A lot of hard work needed in time as we go forward in time. The celebration, flipping. Oh, interesting. I'll move these across because it is about flipping. This in time. The celebration is when it is the flipping of the capitalism. When capitalism is no longer king, and I think that change is happening already if you look at the disdain, the likes of Musk and Bezos and, you know, these really rich kingpins, and the respect growing for the likes of those that are actually spending their monies on world issues and helping. Okay. Anger and conflict. Right. There will be anger and conflict, but trust that the message is going to get there. If you think about a bee colony, thousands of bees working together in synchronicity, they connect into magnetic fields, they connect into source, they talk to each other through dance. So as the message gets out there, one bee at a time, basically. Yes. Interesting. Yes, this rainbow moment is going to happen, and it will bring happiness. Happiness via, there is going to be some legislation that's going to come out that will enable growth. It is a crossroads moment in regards to it is a crossroads moment in regards to this capitalism. So it is about the loss of money. It's going to be for the small-minded, and it's going to be alien. It's going to be an alien comfort. So I don't know whether this is the start of the flat rate of the 15% on businesses that's going to lead to growth. It is a crossroads moment in regards to the money that is pouring out, and the small-minded will not be happy at this. They will find whatever's happening here to be alien. And thank you. They're telling me uncomfortable for them. However, the feminine is leading. Health, fate, destiny, glass full, love it, loyalty. Divided loyalty will rest in peace, basically. So it is the women leading the way, and it is about health, and it is about physical health, mental health, health of the economies, is at the moment undergoing this wheel of fortune change that will be bringing about fullness. The division of loyalties is going to rest in peace through communications down, which is going to, through being, communication is the key, and it's going to downward push these dark clouds and bring about peace on a world scale. The building, rebuilding of the destructive evil energy. That has affected on a domestic level. We've got strengths. The strength of this destructive evil energy will be outed as something is rebuilding. I'm tempted to put that card here next to the world. Helping each other, is going to become the new rule. Helping each other is going to become the new indicator of wealth. Thank you. Magic happening. Love. I'm going to continue with this. I'm not quite sure what this minus, but this working together is going to become the new indicator, the new measuring of wealth. Minus magic and love. I'm not quite sure what that is. Why have I got a minus? Okay, because of the next card. It's going to be a convoluted path, but every drop in the ocean is going to count as we move forward and upwards into this sun energy as we move upwards. So they're actually really good cards. It's not going to happen overnight. It is going to happen. I'm just going to take that minus card and ask, what is that minus the magic and love? Minus the magic and love. Why is that there? Why is that there? The blank card is yet to be written. That's what it's telling me. Trust in the people. Trust in the collective. That's what that minus card is meaning, because it has not yet been written. As we move towards the stage of magic and help, but trust in the collective. Okay, thank you for joining me. Great reading as usual. I hope you go away from this reading feeling as calm and fulfilled as I do. The future is looking fabulous. There are a lot of negative cards in this deck, and the only ones that came out is about breaking down of this evil and the fact that we are moving from valuing capitalism to actually valuing love and goodness. So thank you for joining me. Love to you all. It is one step at a time. I keep saying with everything, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. I know sometimes we get frustrated because it seems like these baby steps are taking forever. But if you look back, even 2 or 3 years ago, let alone 50, 60 years ago, there has been absolutely huge progress made. It's like if you are feeling ill and you're slowly getting better, you don't realize that suddenly one day you actually feel really good, because it is such a slow progress momentum forward. But if you cast your mind back to when you were feeling ill and you couldn't even make it to the letterbox, while you're striding down to the local shops a kilometre away, if you cast your mind back to how you were in that period, you realise the progress you have made. So take heart in the progress we are making, and the progress we will continue to make, one drop in the ocean at a time. But we are the collective of the beehive, working hard, staying in the positive, and magic will happen. Take care. Love to you all. Bye-bye.